Okay, I sent Pharaoh a request. Let's see if it works. So she just needs to accept it. What is it? What is it, Benissima? So cute. You guys need to do your own live with some cute dogs. That's right. That's right. Let's see. Okay, I don't know. Go live with. Okay, so I don't know if she can accept it. So Vero, there's the two faces, little circles on the bottom, and it says go live with, and you can pick who you want to go live with. I think is how she does it. Oh, hello dear. Hello dear. You are muddy. You are muddy. Oh, you were cute and muddy. Go live with. Okay, guys. Here we go. I think we did it. Connecting.
Hi.
We did it. Oh my gosh.
Boy.
Oh my God. But this always, the other day I was doing one and it was, we did this and then the sound didn't work.
Yeah,
and so we started again. And then I think we spoke for like 3 minutes total. The rest was all technical trying to figure it out.
Oh, it's wonderful to be with you. Thank you so much for doing this. It's great.
Thank you. Thank you. I wanted to say that we've known each other for many years now. We met in New York. We did the gala together for our kids. And that's how I met you. And I was so impressed by how chic you are and how much you do and what a great mother you are. And just your energy, your energy is so radiant always and up, and you know, you're always thinking of others, and yet you do so much, and I just love you.
Oh, thank you. Same here, my darling. You know that.
So give us a little brief history. I know that you worked with, you were at Estee Lauder for many years, doing perfume there, sort of your role there, and then also with.
The dogs wants to say hello too.
No,
can you bring the dogs up? I want to see the dogs.
They like to get involved. So yeah, and then you were at Vera Wang, and just kind of, you know, a little bit more about you.
Yeah, you know, I mean, yes, and we know each other a long time, but we know each other personally. But you know my career. But yeah, I've been working for many years as an executive in a big corporation, and about 12, 13 years at the Estee Lauder companies, where I was overseeing on a global basis all of their fragrance brand and some of their skincare brands. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But I see the dog.
She's gonna
love those dogs. But you know, at one point I knew that you know, either I would continue in that path, and the next step for me would be to become the CEO of a public company, or I would do something completely different. And it dawned on me that I just didn't want the next step to be becoming the CEO of a public company. It dawned on me that all those years working in those companies, I mean, the source of joy and the source of inspiration was always the creativity related to developing brands and creating products, and also the connection with people. You know, would it be through you know, counter, or, you know, through communication. I love people, and I love to be connected with them. And you know, what I was doing, creating fragrances or creating beauty lines, was always for me a way to give people an element of joy or an element of a smile on their face, right? And as you grow into big organization, you are somewhat demanded to do things that are less about the creativity, less about the connection with people, and a little bit more about the strategic thinking, the organizational design, the financial responsibility, and all things that you have to accept as you grow into this kind of organization. I just didn't want the next 15 years of my life to be just about that. Right. And so at one point I had to make a decision, And so I decided to leave the Estee Lauder companies, even though I really adore them. And honestly, I still have an enormous amount of respect and affection to the family and for the executives that are, managing this company. I really do adore them. But I wanted to do something else for myself. And so I decided to leave to create my own. I had a 2 years non-compete. So during that time, I didn't want to do nothing. And it just so happened that Vera Wang, who's a dear friend and was looking for a president at the time, asked me to join her company and to manage her company as the president of the company. So I did. And I stayed there a little bit more than that. But then, it was time to do something else and to really be able to create my own, which I have done.
Well, nobody wants to let you go. Are you kidding? You're so good at what you do, and you bring such love and light, like you said, creativity to everything you do. So I can imagine it was very difficult to let you go.
No, but like you, you're an artist. And
yes.
And I think that when you have a creative soul, however that creativity expresses itself, you do it for a couple of reasons. You do it because you need it as an individual, because your craft is a way for you to exist, and it's a way for you to be. And if you can't do it, you tend to see your soul, retract a little bit. So any artist, whatever the medium is, needs that expression. But I think it's also because you want to give something to people. And for you, I see you go way beyond that, what you do as an artist or as an actress, or, you go so much beyond. And maybe life has taught you a few things and you want to share that as well. But you go way beyond. You really connect with people. And I think channeling the energy of people through what you do as an actress is a way to express and let people understand what life is about. In my case, I've always said, I'm not a brain surgeon. I'm not, a scientist. I won't be able alone, even if I wanted to really make a dent in the well-being of the planet, or, but if I can put a smile on people's face, if I can uplift their mood, if I can give them a little bit more confidence, then, maybe I do something right. And so I'm trying to do that through my fragrances, because my fragrances are filled with ingredients that really uplift the mood and make you feel better. And they're gorgeous in themselves. And beautiful. We're trying to do it in a way that keeps the planet a beautiful place, in our own way. And through beauty products that add radiance to your skin. So in a way, for me, it's just about for people to express who they are through the product, but at the same time, surround themselves with a little bit of an aura of light and happiness that can take them through the day.
Yes, well, if any of your energy at all is in these things, which it is, you will be uplifted, for sure, for sure. Well, I love what you've done. It's so creative, so beautiful, and it comes from your love of perfume, your love of beauty, your love of beautiful things, and again of always tending to walk into a room and really make people happy, and so you grew up. So part of what led you to this, from my understanding, is that you spent a lot of time or grew up in the south of France.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of where your inspiration comes from with the perfumes, at least, for sure, right?
Yes, absolutely. I was born in a little town called Antibes, and it's a town in the south of France. So we call it the Côte d'Azur, and the American people call it the French Riviera, or the south of France. But it's a sublime region. I'm sorry, I'm French, so my accent goes all over the place.
I love it in the French version. I love it.
When I talk about France, the words are starting to come in French.
I love it.
But it's a really exceptional region, because it's a region where you have an amazing nature. I mean, nature is absolutely stunning there. So it's on the border of Italy. So you have the Mediterranean Sea in front of you. You have the mountains behind you. And there's this abundance of flowers and plants and trees. And right in that region, that's where also Grasse is. And Grasse is the historical center for perfumery. And I think Grasse developed that simply because nature was, available. And so basically it made sense that it started there. And so I grew up in that region, and beyond nature, there's something really special about the region, is because you have culture as well. And you would appreciate that so many artists came there because they were attracted by the light or the inspiration they found there. But in turn, they infused the region with a lot of deep meaning and sophistication and forward thinking. So the region is not just a beautiful landscape. It's also a landscape that has been infused with the talent of people. And I think that's why also you have like this glamorous lifestyle over there because of that
Picasso. There are so many people that went there to live, right?
Absolutely.
In that area.
A lot of painters like Picasso or Matisse or many others, sculptors, but also writers from America. The region started to develop really as we know it in the 20s, when people like Scott Fitzgerald came with his wife Zelda and a bunch of other Americans, and they really changed the flavor of the region. So there was also,
I'm going to close this door because it's loud.
The doggy. I love this dog.
Picking up something outside. Hopefully it's the recycling people or something.
There's a friend. They're not there, but anyway.
If it's not the dog, it's
but what is wonderful is I love it. You're back. So is that you're on the Mediterranean Sea, and the Mediterranean is the cradle for very important philosophies, in my opinion. One is this: hedonism is not something. It's not about just
Okay. For some reason, the sound went out. The sound. It happens. It's okay. I don't know what happens when the sound. I'm going to tap, see what happens. Yeah, the connection. Why does it do that, guys? Why does it all of a sudden, does it do it to you too? Or all of a sudden the sound goes out? I literally got up and came back and the sound went out. I don't know what happened. Bad connection. Well, I can see her well. No, let's see. Can't hear. Okay. Maybe what I can do is I can save this. Let's see if that works. Restart the live. Yeah, do you want to start again? Okay, let's start again. Yeah, okay. I'm going to end.
Here we are. Oh,
I put on my necklace. It was so funny because I got up and I walked the dogs this morning, and I put on my grandmother. I was thinking about my grandmother a lot this morning, so I put on her little conch necklace. And then I thought, so nice. I've got to get my Vero because I saw you wearing yours. I got a little jealous. I was like,
well, you were the first one to have everything because you saw the whole development of the brand.
I don't know if you could see it, but it's so gorgeous. Yeah. And I can put my perfume in here.
Yeah, there's a little
when I travel, in there. We're gonna do a little.
Yes.
But it's great. You can put the perfumes in there. I have the bottle, so I don't have the perfume in there now.
Yeah, I have to send you the refill, my darling.
Now the refills, though, you can just put in here and take with you, yeah?
Yes, of course. It's I have to send you the refill. So basically, you put in there, you know, you have the pendant, and when you open the pendant, inside you have the little refill bottle. So that's, you know, it's a wonderful thing to do. So I wear mine always. I have mine. So,
what is your favorite scent?
You know, for me, it's funny because it depends on the season. You know, all the time it's Noir de Mai because I love rose. And, you know, I treated the rose that we harvested in Grasse in a very different way. So I treat it in a very rebellious, dark way. So that's why I call it Noir de Mai, Black of May, instead of Pink de Mai, Rose de Mai. And the season is coming up now. I also love the one that you wear too, you know, which is Lumière d'Iris, which is about the auras, and Eau du Jour, which is really this amazing.
I love that one too.
Yeah, Eau du Jour is great because, and also right now, you know, because of the blend of citrus that you have in there, the citruses are the best, really, honestly, the best quality you will ever find. And it uplifts your mood. And for me, I feel like in those days where it's a little difficult to live your life and you don't really know what the next step is going to be, having this element of optimism,
freshness,
is really,
the citrus helps.
And joy and optimism is really helpful. And then you have Vert Désir, which I wear also, which is around green notes, a lot of mint, a lot of woods. So you feel like you're in the middle of nature. And I think that all of those people that are locked in a small apartment, you know, in New York City or in any big cities, to have that breath of nature.
It makes such a difference in how you feel, you know, and I think it's to me, like I don't really, and scented candles are tough for me. Like it's hard for me, so I use the beeswax candles. So for me, that's where perfume is nice because you can just do a light spray of perfume and it does this, it's uplifting or it makes you feel so much better without it being so strong. Let's say like a, you know,
and also
some people
just FYI, but I will send you something. It's like, you know, you have if you don't want to wear the fragrances all the time, because you love Eau du Jour, you know, my body lotions are in Eau du Jour and Eau de la Nuit. And they're very highly scented, but not as much as a fragrance, obviously. So when you wear them, you will have the scent. And it gives you, on top of that, really good moisturization. So that's something to consider when you
stuff that you put on here. What is this that you put on? I love that. That's the secret stuff.
Is cool.
That stuff is so cool.
This stuff is the Goldie. So basically, what's wonderful, you know, when you're working in beauty, don't tell me you don't hear me again. Do you hear
I can hear you, but it's paused a little bit. I'm going to check my Wi-Fi. If it helps, give it a second. There we go. No, can't hear, but I can see. Okay. Okay. We're going to start again. We're going to start again. And Pharaoh's coming back on. I kind of just ended it there because these crazy connections. There we go. Okay.
Hi.
Hey,
We're
we'll
gonna
get
make it. We're gonna make it.
make it. It's so
You were
fun.
talking about this, right?
Yes, I
Yeah.
love that. I hope
No,
everyone
it's great
catches.
because this is, you know, it's if you use only one thing, you can use that. It goes on every skin because it's totally transparent, but it has a dispersion of gold pigment.
Yeah.
So basically, it gives a little light. So if you want to go light, you can. It just highlights a little bit the cheekbone or, you know, the eyelid. Or you can go full on Cleopatra if you want to. You know?
Which, hey, we're all at home. Why
Hey,
not, right?
you know, you can
Why
have
not go
fun,
full on
put on the
Cleopatra?
disco ball.
We'll do
But
the
no,
Cleopatra live another time.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
So that's
I
the
love
goldy highlighter, but it really is nice if you do it in a natural way because it illuminates the skin. And
it's
great.
beautiful. I
Yeah.
love it, love it, love it.
Yeah,
Let me ask
same.
you. So for somebody who you know, wants to sort of sample the perfumes before they go and buy the big gorgeous bottle, which I love. Or let's say you bought the samples and this together, so you could buy the samples and this together.
So
Because
it's
you
different.
could try them.
It's different. So to try the fragrances, and I don't have one with me because I'm in quarantine, and unfortunately I didn't take everything with me.
Yeah.
But there's something called the Discovery Set.
Yes.
And it's a little set. It's a little box, like it's a golden box like this, but different, you know. And it has 6 fragrances in there, so you can try whatever you want. And once and it's really inexpensive because I really wanted people to be able to try it as they want. And then once you know what you love, you can be reimbursed on the Discovery Set if you buy the bottle. So in a way like that, it allows you to try at home.
That's wonderful. That's such a great thing to take away from today, because you can, at least everybody can try it and know which one they love.
And then in there you have a selection of fragrances. You have also my Eau du Jour and Eau de la Nuit, so you can try also those 2 fragrances that you can play with and layer. And once you love something, then you have a code that comes with the Discovery Set. And once you order the bottle, then you get reimbursed on the Discovery Set. And also because, if people are interested in trying anything, because of the times, I just did 2 things. So anyone can have a friends and family discount during this time. So you just put the code FRIENDS, all in caps and in plural at checkout, and you have a nice discount. And then, I also try to do a donation to an organization called Direct Relief. And so we give a percentage of our sales to this organization that really helps gather all of the gear that the first health responders are needing. And they need so much. So any people that can help provide them with it, they take with gratitude. So we're trying to do that as well. And if you don't want to go and buy something, but you want to know more about the brand, then of course, we have a newsletter, and we'll put a link on our Insta, on your Insta. So if people can want to learn more, that they can. But the idea of the brand is really to try to, give a little bit of happiness and joy, added to everyday life through beautiful things that make you feel good and leave the place a beautiful world.
Well, so much of I think when we know who is behind a brand, it makes such a difference. There's such a personal thing I think people crave now, which is, it's the world is so big, and we don't know where everything comes from, and we don't know who owns what, and where, it's such a nice thing to know the person and know where she comes from and what she's about and her grace and how she it's a different way to buy things. And I think that's how probably people used to buy things, is you would know someone, or someone in the, you would, the community. And I think that's what's so beautiful about what you're doing, is not only, yes, you bring many, many years of experience to what you're doing, but you also bring your energy, your love, and who you are, and your style, which, I mean, I couldn't wait for those gala meetings. I'd be like, oh, what's she wearing this morning? You always look gorgeous. Always, always, always. A lot of people ask me or to talk about confidence, and you're somebody who I would love to hear
No, I
talk
mean,
about
people should know. I
confidence.
mean, we got to know each other because we organized a fundraising for our school
Yes.
together, which was a big event. But it was, you know, it's funny because this year of work together has brought me my best friends.
Yes. Yes. It's amazing how we all connected. It was so beautiful. So beautiful. If it works, if this connection's working,
Is it?
I would love for. Now you're connected to Wi-Fi, yeah? It's not, I think it's because so many people are using it. That's what I think, probably. Yeah, so many people. Use your phone data. Ah, is your phone data turned on? Let me text her. It is. Somebody asked if your phone data was on, if that would make a difference. I think mine is always on. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. Who knows? Who knows? Should we try again? Let's try it again. I'm going to try. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see if she. Oh, I love this. It's so beautiful. Let's see. There she is. Okay. Okay. Well, this makes the whole thing so much more suspenseful. Somebody would say, keeps it exciting. What? Somebody asked if our data was on. Is your data on? Oh no, did you try it again? You there?
I am.
And you can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So let me ask you a quick question about confidence while I have you. Hopefully I keep adding this so it'll all come together in the lives.
Thank you.
But so I have a lot of people ask about confidence. Yes, maybe her data would be better. Okay. You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you see me? No. Okay. All right, let's see.
Kelly?
Yeah, I'm here now.
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Ah, interesting. I wonder if it's where I usually sit here because I know the reception is good, but I don't know if, oh, too bad. I think it's her. She said her data was on and off. Yes. I asked about confidence. You're so sick. It's true. She knows. She's amazing. Veronique. Well, you guys, if you can, go follow her because she's amazing and her perfumes are such good quality. And I've known her for so many years. At least you know what you're going to get. And she has a newsletter. She's an incredible woman, incredible mama. And this, I love. And the glow, it's beautiful. All the stuff that she makes is really, really good quality and beautiful. She's been a friend for so many years. I'm going to try her one more time, guys. Okay. Maybe even if, let's see, move to a different area. Yeah. It's gonna work this time. Oh, you're so sweet. Yes. Thank you. What time is it? It's 11 in the morning, like 11 o'clock, almost noon. Let me see here. If it happens again. What eyeliner? I just use like a regular.
I'm trying to click on accept your request, but nothing is happening.
It's good now. I can see you.
You can see me? Okay, great. Because I am completely locked from the screen, but I hear you. So if you see me, that's perfect.
Okay, you can hear me, but I can see you, and I can see both of us.
Okay,
so hopefully
good.
On my live, it'll be both of us.
Okay, good.
Look, it's okay. This is how it goes, right? This is how it goes.
It's all right.
But what I was going to say is, can you speak to confidence a bit? You're someone that has confidence, and it's just something I think people would love to hear. And it's the confidence to start your business, to do all that.
It took me a while to get there. So It's interesting when you talk about confidence, because it doesn't happen overnight. I think it happens with getting to know oneself for who you are, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and but it's true, and trying to accept yourself as you are, trying to improve what you can improve, be conscious of the things that are good and the things that are not so good, and work on both, and know that. For me, it started with, the idea to do my business was always there, but I was afraid. So really, I was not afraid anymore the moment when I realized that the risk of doing what I was dreaming of, would be squandered if I didn't do it. So to me, it was more like, okay, you jump on that pool, because if you don't jump on that pool, you're going to regret it. And so, so confidence comes, I think, with age and maturity, and knowing who you are, and also wanting to do good for people. I think that it's not just about oneself. To be confident is also understanding that you're living with others, and that you have an influence and an impact on others. And if you try to do it, in a way that's good and generous, then suddenly the universe giving you back something too,
Yeah, I think. So true. So true. That was beautiful. So beautifully articulated.
I don't know.
It is, because
it's a work in progress.
I think it is too. I really do, because, again, anytime you're starting something new, it feels, we all have that feeling, no matter how old you are or where we all have that feeling of, how do I do this? And it's exciting and new, but that's also what keeps us growing. And and I really do believe, there's a lot of people that keep wanting to work on themselves, but you can't look at yourself as someone who exists on its own. We exist with other, and so you never as more confident about who you are until you understand the relationship with others and what you want to be. And if you if you start thinking that way, I think that life becomes much more. Yes, how you can be there for others in a way that also, that feels right for you, where you can still stay in alignment with who you are, but yet be able to oh, okay. Well, hopefully these are all going to the stories as one long story. Yes. Oh, good. I'm glad I got the confidence thing in there. She explained it so beautifully. Let me see if I can find her again. Okay. Oh, good. Thank you.
I can't get on anymore.
Okay. Okay. Maybe it's just the connection. I can see you. Can you hear me?
I hear you. I see a little bit of you, but there's a big screen saying that, you know, it's
free connection.
we can't,
connection. All right. Well, let's do this. After this, if you post how to connect to the newsletter, because I think that's super important.
For sure.
And your website, and I'll repost and all of that.
That's great.
And then, you know, at least we can, you know, people can, I just wanted to share this because it's so beautiful.
Oh, you're so sweet. And you know, honestly, for me, you know, friendship, as you know, is really, really important. And you've been an amazing friend, and I adore you. And I'm so grateful to meet your friends today. And you know, I think that the world is a better place when people like you are in it. So it's good to see you. And I hope I hug you very.
Thank you, Vera. I love you so much. I'm so thankful for you. And we'll do this again, and with better reception too. But this is good. It's as it's supposed to be. I think what needed to be said was said. So that's, oh, there you are. Yeah. Okay. I love you. I love you.